like that might be out.
Oh no, guys! The cricket kid. Where's the pavilion, Jackson? No, Jackson! No!
In April, I joined a cricket mentoring tour to Bangalore for an intensive training week at the Karnataka Institute of Cricket. Run by Tom Scolle, cricket mentoring organizes 2 India trips a year. So right off the bat, if you are a cricketer that wants to improve and reach your full potential, click on the card above or the link in the description to join one of these tours. With cricketers from all around the world, first-class coaches and high-quality facilities, what an incredible opportunity it was, especially in preparation for the UK cricket season. After a long flight, we arrived in Bangalore at 5 in the morning, where we were picked up and taken straight to our hotel to catch up on some much needed sleep. After resting, it was time to meet up with my fellow tour members and then off to look at KIOC, our cricketing base for the week. But before doing so, Scholes briefed us on some crucial survival info whilst traversing the streets of Bangalore.
So just as we walk down there, it's a 10-minute walk, you've got to be on the ball, right? Keep an eye on the ground because there's holes, there's dogs on the ground, so you don't want to just be looking at it and you fall in a hole, so just be sensible. And then when we cross the road, we'll try and cross as a group, and just trust me, I'll say let's go together, because we'll have to tell cars to stop and they will stop if we all go together, but if we hesitate then we get in trouble. I'm going to set a decent pace, let's walk together and then we'll chat more when we're at KOC.
This may have exceeded my expectations.
As you can tell, we were blown away by the facilities. Over 30 nets, numerous bowling machines and top coaches. What more could you want? It was also amazing to be at KIOC during their 45-day summer camp, where hundreds of youngsters take part in various masterclasses before putting what they've learned into practice. Needless to say, by the end of the tour, we were champing at the bit to get stuck in the next day.
So we're here at the KIOC High Performance Center in Bangalore. All around me, you can see just hundreds and hundreds of people playing cricket. And yeah, no wonder they produce Kohlis, Sharmas, Tendulkars, Dravids, unbelievable. So it's an absolute privilege to be here. We're going to be here for 9 days, an intense coaching week, interspersed with some matches. I'm really looking to make the most of it, and perfect timing just before the UK season. In particular, what I want to work on while I'm here is facing spin bowling and dominating spin. Thank you to Cricket Mentoring for giving us the opportunity to come to a place like this, and thank you to KIOC for this amazing space, incredible facility. What an absolute dream. Looking forward to a great week coming up.
A big thanks to Gully League for partnering up with the channel. Check out the link in the card above if you want an app that will make your cricketing experience better. If you feel like your company or brand would be a good fit for the channel, drop me an email to partner up. So let's get straight into the first net session, which I used to hit off the winter rust.
Oh, you hit back. Are you going up for that LBW?
This one is plum.
Plum.
What is here?
Yeah, I'm going to call it there for the first session.
Easy, no worries.
So a decent first session with no specific aim other than to feel the ball in the bat. Back to the hotel for a rest and a feed before heading back to the Cricket Institute for the afternoon session. But our trip was delayed by this classic Indian scene.
Shot, boy.
Out.
Is that out?
It was pitch catch.
One bounce.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, one bounce. Shot. Shot. Sixer. Shot. Woo! It's gonna land on a tuk-tuk. So, oh, shot. So, shot. Classic India. Random plots of land. There's a cricket game going on in the middle of traffic, and you can see that guy's got some talent whacking the ball all over the place. Time to make my way to our session now. Looking forward to it. Let's go.
One of the highlights of the tour was having Big Bash pro Peter Hatzoglau joining us for part of the week. Village vs Pro incoming soon, so keep an eye out for that. And of course, if you're in India, you're bound to find a mystery spinner at some stage. Check out this guy who could bowl with both arms. So back to my evening session where Scholes helped me with my front foot technique.
You reckon like a middle one?
focusing on anything here?
Basically keeping good solid technique. Just hit a few balls, get warmed up. And
What's the key things in good solid technique, mate? What are the actual movements you're focusing on?
so head towards the ball,
Yep.
nice high elbow. Those
Can
are
I
the two main
suggest something?
things. Yeah, yeah.
I think just looking at a few balls from behind, I think you're moving nicely. Your balance is really good. I think you're coming off the shot with your right side as opposed to trying to really lock in your left side. So your left side holds and you hold your hands behind the ball. Tendulkar.
Yeah.
After he hit an on-drive, his hands would go to mid-off. So many amateurs slice the ball
Yeah.
and their hands like track this way and the ball goes over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
The best players are actually like almost inside halfing it and their hands are going the other way. It's like a top spinner.
Yeah.
Opposite to a slice.
Yeah.
So just a little thing I think you can focus on here is really trying to not let this back hip turn and right side take over. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
Weight probably wasn't on top of that, but I think your hands were better.
Yeah.
And you might make some mistakes because you're now conscious of your
Yeah.
body.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's sort of where your hands went through the line ball. Like, I don't want to confuse you. Like, the more things that you want to think about, the more confusing things become. But so maybe tomorrow morning, I think we can work a little bit on the positioning of your bottom half as well. Let's just keep this simple.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we can bring in something new for
Oh,
you to
brilliant.
focus on with underarms, just to give you more power and more control.
Bit up. How's this place, Soz? Woo! Shane Warne here. Miles with the new ball. Just skids on that little quicker, hey? Oh no, man. Gets there and plays a shot like that. Bowling. Thinking too much. Thinking of too many shots at the same time. Oh, bold, man. That first one, it was like a half volley and it still spun past my back. You've got a googly as well, hey? I'm waiting for that one. I'm watching your wrist. I think that's the length, hey?
But it's a different length in India.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful, man. Beautiful. Getting your rhythm now, man.
Yeah.
Why am I doing? I'm trying to play it there. Must go there. Straight up. So how many wickets? Yeah.
3, 4.
3? No, surely. Hold on. I'm running back to the pavilion. Can't pick it, eh? Very good. So just finished a really intense session. Most batting I've done in about probably 6-7 months, so feeling absolutely exhausted. You could see by the end of my innings I was going out a few times, so I just couldn't concentrate, and there were some really good spinners that I was playing against. So really great first day in Bangalore. Great to meet such awesome people, and yeah, what a way to start. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. How's it, everyone? Welcome to day 2 of the cricket mentoring tour. This is going to be a more focused day. We've got a sweeping masterclass to look forward to. Hopefully you guys get some value out of it, learning how to sweep. First up, we're basically just going to have our morning cricket vitamins, slow bowling, underarms, working really hard to make sure that technique is in order to set us up for the day. Starting to feel a little bit stiff and sore. I'm the oldest person on the tour. All these spring chickens behind me are rearing to go, and I'm a bit sore and stiff. Going to be about 37, 38 today, so yeah, gonna have to really manage the body well, but looking forward to a great day out. Skolzy, just having our daily vitamins, important part of the day. One of the issues is that my left side was collapsing. You noticed something else though?
For me, batting is about getting your head out over the ball. That's where your head goes, your weight goes. And if you get your head on top of your foot, you're able to hit the ball under your eyes with power and control. And so what I noticed last night when you were in the bowling machine was you were taking too big of a step. And I just said the same to Jasmine, too big of a step, and then your weight was back and you're hitting the ball out in front without as much power. I think if we got your stride length a little bit shorter and you could then get your head further forward, I think you'd get a lot more power and control. So that was just one thing. And we spoke last night about not overcomplicating it, not giving you too many things at once. So last night was about just staying longer through the ball with your left side. And today, adding in something else is just, when we do some underarms now, just trying to be aware of the length of your stride and where your head is in relation to your foot. How'd that feel? That's awesome. It's not like you're taking a small step there. Like, no. We're not saying don't step, but we're saying don't go too big that you can't get your head forward. So that one, I think, you're taller than me. Your stride length should be bigger than mine. That one was your optimal length that allowed you to get your weight into the ball. You hit it with that effortless power. So it's all about awareness. You can only focus on one thing at any time, but being aware of what's my back leg doing. So I just had Matthias, who's a good player from New Zealand, and we put a grip cone in his back leg to stop his back leg collapsing, because the same thing, where your head goes, your weight goes, and where your weight goes, you get power. So we don't want to collapse and our head comes back and then we push and we hit the ball out in front with no control. If you keep this back leg stronger and straighter, your head and weight can get forward, we can hit the ball with power. So just have a little bit of awareness in the size of your step and then also what this back leg is doing. Yeah. Yeah. So that was too big.
Too big, yeah. So one thing I've struggled with all the time is when it's full and wide. I often sort of flared it and I get snicks.
My question to you is, I'll take the camera and you show me, what's your contact point? Where should your contact point be? So get in your stance there. Move the ball for me to where your contact point should be for that line. So the ball's wide. Okay, cool. Good. I think a lot of people make the mistake of hitting a wide ball way too early. So this is Usman Khawaja in the Ashes against Stuart Broad, and it's quite a wide ball. Things I notice here is he doesn't get his foot and his head too far across. Batters are always against fast bowling trying to move up and down the wicket, not across too much because they don't want to fall over. But this is the really interesting one. Look how late he hits that ball.
Wow, it's right under his eyes.
Right under his eyes and almost behind his back knee. So there is a collapse in his back leg there. But that's fine when it's wide and you make contact really, really late. When you say the wider balls you're snicking off, is you're probably trying to hit it. What you showed me there was fine, but I reckon in the games, it's just slower bowling. You're trying to hit it too early rather than like thinking about letting it come and hitting it squarer. And it's harder when it's slower.
Yes.
Slower bowling, you don't have the pace like Khawaja did in that video.
Yeah.
Just like slap it through there.
Yeah.
But the key is to just let it come, and yeah, the wider it is, the later it's got to be. Now you're able to like just get into a strong base, head and weight forward, let the ball come to you, and there's no pace on these throws, but you're still able to generate pace by getting in good positions. It's just small tweaks. So batting is about being efficient, and little things make such a big difference in technique.
A top session with Scholes, amazing how small adjustments can make such a big impact on your game. It was now time for the sweeping masterclass presented by Irfan, founder of the KIOC.
Well, this is a shot that has come to stay, more so with the advent of the T20. In the earlier days, they said that this is a predetermined shot. I want just to explain on this that there's a little difference between predetermined and pre-planned. I always feel that this is a pre-planned shot because the batsman has to say that if the ball is there, I will sweep. Whereas a predetermined means that come what may, no matter where the ball is pitching, you're going to sweep. Now that could be fraught with risk and danger. A bad ball is never swept. You don't need to sweep a full toss. You cannot sweep a ball pitching shot. It is only that fairly good length ball that needs to be swept. We used to see the bowlers who are bowling extremely tight. An example could be a left arm spinner bowling leg and middle, and a good batter driving and is hitting the field. So there had to be a method of disturbing or destroying the line and length of that good bowler. Now, how to play this shot? The first and foremost thing is to read the line and length. And if you're a good judge of a line and length, you quickly go down on your knee, head forward, full arm extension, come down high to low, impact. You have to watch the impact and go through the shot. Now there is a school of thought which says you stay watching there. You keep your head still only till impact. After the impact, you have absolutely no control over any event that happens after that. You might as well follow the track of the ball to know where exactly it is going. But if it suits you, if you really want to hold your head still, good luck to you. But in India, we don't do that. Anything in line will go through square leg. But if I try to sweep one from outside off, if I try to play it to square leg, I'm creating very complicated angles. So this shot would go through mid wicket. Whilst if a ball outside leg stump, I cannot possibly play through square leg. So I play through fine leg. No one plays a sweep shot for one run. You're always looking for a boundary. You're always looking for more runs than one. Thank you so much, thank you.
A great masterclass from Irfan. I only included the key points, but if you would like to watch the full masterclass, it's on my Patreon now and definitely worth a watch. Speaking of Patreon, a big thanks to the Can You Cricket patrons and members. Your support is one of the reasons I can go on trips like this. You can get access to 10 exclusive videos by following the card above or in the description below. It's all well and good learning the theory, but now it was time to put what we'd learned into practice. A key part of improvements is repetition, so facing a bowling machine which puts the ball consistently where you want it is a great tool. However, the risk of repeating poor technique is something you need to be wary of, so it's really important to have someone you trust providing you with good feedback.
About 90% of it is really good. One bit, when you're making contact with the ball, let yourself go through the shot. At the moment, at the point of impact, and we're either stopping short or we're just not following.
Just let it go. Now that you mention it, I actually can feel that that's happening.
That's just the last little bit to really.
Oh, ball. How close is that? It's a good leave, eh? Screw this coming down the track. Let me just sweep, eh? Nice. Yeah, it had to be done, eh? I think I probably could have played 2 shots or so early there.
Shot, boy.
Matthias, what bat you got there, eh? Old school B3, love it.
DB2, I think.
DB2. I'm giving myself out there. I'm walking. Right guys, so we've had a master class on spin, in particular sweeping, but also not getting bogged down at the crease, trying to be positive and punching the ball into the gap, but also thinking about each bowler and my game plan against each bowler. So this guy bowling first to leggy, lots of overspin, flats it a bit. So I'm going to wait for him to drop it short, or I'm going to come down the track because he doesn't get much spin away. So that's what I'm thinking. There we go, leggy drops it short, able to punch it through the offside. Might come down the track for this one, because we've dropped the last one short, so chances we would overcorrect. Good ball, maybe a sneaky single to backward of point. Right, off spinner, punch into that gap again, looking to rotate the strike where I can. Maybe a single down the ground. So another thing is to not get caught pushing forward too much. If it's a bit shorter, maybe just playing it a bit later off the back foot. Offie on a good length, if it's in the right position, look to sweep. Premeditation as opposed to pre-planning is what we spoke about. Don't premeditate, pre-plan. Very hot. Single to sweeper. Remember, always trying to rotate the strike. That's come down the track. And you miss a full toss. Trying to overthink. Out. Fake. Gotta hit that though. Getting a bit tired now. Keep concentrating.
It's like
Sneaky single to short fun maybe. Last 5.
a problem with Aussie teams. It's not like this, but in Bangalore.
It's come right up into my box as well. Last one. Ran out a bit of steam. Yeah, good. It's got a bit tired in the end, hey.
What a great way to start the week, and already I could feel I had improved both technically and mentally. To be honest, what I've shown in this video only scratches the surface of what we did. So once again, if you are able to, I urge you to try join one of these tours. You will improve as a cricketer. So that brings an end to my first vlog of the tour, but there's so much more to come, including my first Village vs Pro video, feeling what it's like to play cricket while fasting, and also just experiencing the incredible place that is India. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.